Sunday rolls around and they're back on the screen. James and Dan, the wildest pair you've ever seen. Shooting up the airwaves, ready to ignite. Talking all things Poda, they're live tonight. From pile-ups to gear and crazy ham hacks, you never know where the convo tracks. One minute it's antennas, next it's a dare. Welcome to the world of the wild on-air affair. It's shenanigans, cranking up the sound. James and Dan taking Poda to town. Talking crazy calls and late night thrills. Tuning up the bands with the power and the skills. Shenanigans, you know it's never take. Every Sunday night they're bringing the game. They're swapping stories about the wildest roads. Park to park, from the highs to the bros. Radio's failing but they make it through. Working those stations, yeah, nothing they can't do. James says, late shift's the thrill of it all. Dan's like, watch this pile up, I'll catch 'em all. With gear on the table and coffee in hand, they're rocking shenanigans across the land. It's shenanigans, cranking up the sound. James and Dan taking Poda to town. Talking crazy calls and late night thrills. Tuning up the bands with the power and the skills. Shenanigans, you know it's never tame. Every Sunday night they're bringing the game. From wild activations to DX trees, they're riding the waves, breaking all the beats. Maybe a bet on who's faster on the draw. No matter what they chat, they leave us in awe.
What's up, Ham Radio? Kilo Echo 8 Papa Zoo November, the Ham Radio Adventure Guy. Thanks for stopping by, your one stop for everything Adventure Radio. It is Sunday. Time for some shenanigans, some great music, and a whole lot of fun. Speaking of fun, it is almost time for you guys, my Patreons. Hopefully, I see a ton of you guys this week in Michigan. Got the Michigan meetup coming up. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And guys, you don't have to be a Patreon to show up. So you're all welcome to show up, but it's specifically for them. So also shout out to the YouTube members, the ones that are green in the chat and blue if they are an administrator. Hopefully you guys are still enjoying your weekly videos. And the ever-changing board with one change, Whiskey One Whiskey Charlie bumps back up in front of Grandpa Terry. Man, them two are going back and forth. But always fun to watch. Fun to watch the battle.
It's almost like they're on a seesaw. You know?
Yeah, maybe we should have had them do the teeter-totter off.
I think they should do the teeter-totter off. And imagine, and one of these people that are in the teeter-totter off now is Whiskey One Whiskey Charlie, who was first in the chat. Hello, Brian. Kilo Oscar 4 Sierra X-Ray Hotel. Bill, what's going on, buddy? Andy Callie, always good to see you. Kilo Oscar 4 Golf Bravo Bravo Mo, what's happening, brother? KO4 FSZ Antennas is here as well. Keeler 4 Lemur India activated today near a Poda potty. I was witness to it. Hopefully the smell wasn't too bad. Kilo 9 Alpha Echo, what's going on, Kent? Terry, Kilo 8 Golf Quebec is in the house. Chris Coble, that's Whiskey Zero Charlie Golf Charlie. Good to see you, my friend. Toby, Alpha Delta 2, Charlie Delta. Hello, hello. Mike, 88KB. Turd is here. And for TRD, that's North Carolina Old Man Overland. He's been putting out some pretty cool videos here lately. Go check him out. Brent, November 4, Bravo Delta Whiskey is here. My boo, Steven. That's did-a-da-da. He is in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Gary Graham. Hello, hello. Dad is here. Kilo Delta 9 Uniform Victor Kilo. Always good to see you. My Toy Ostrich. Chris, K3MTO. Smoking Poda. Kilo Oscar 4 November. Lova. What's going on, buddy? And 3WER, the Ham Radio Elmer is in the house. Good to see you. And KE6GAE, the Hillbilly Ham. Welcome, everybody. Shenanigans Sunday, episode 125. We are getting on up there, buddy. James, how has your week been?
Not too bad. Just my only problem with this week is the same as every week. Bad band conditions and weather, man. I'm just tired of it all. Matter of fact, it sounds like it's pouring the rain right now. So
Pouring the rain.
The rain. That's right.
Pouring the rain. James has spotted the FTX1. That is true. And taxes. We have taxes.
Hey, thank you very much for your taxes. That means he's out activating somewhere, guys. So go hunt Mr. Whiskey One Whiskey Charlie, just like he hunts me every single day of the year, as long as the rest of the PZN people. Man, the PZN Challenge people are killing it this year.
Yeah.
I when I was getting ready to do the monthly stat update, I had to go back into my hard drive to pull some stuff, and I accidentally pulled the right month folder, but I pulled the wrong year. And I looked at last year, 2024's PZN Challenge, and I looked at the people that was in it, and I look now, and that list is probably double.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
there's more fill in than I thought there would have been.
It's definitely pouring the rain, and I think maybe even a little bit of the hail is coming down right now.
Oh, hell no.
So, yeah, I went out and activated a little bit ago, and I got like 6 or 7 minutes in and had the QRT for lightning again. So it's been a pain in the butt. Yesterday it was supposed to have poured all day yesterday, and it held out for us. We pulled off our Lewis and Clark event in Chief Logan, but unfortunately the bands did not hold out for us. I mean, they were just absolutely horrid. And, I'm going to shout out to Yankee Victor Delta, because normally she gets really aggravated when the band conditions are like that, but she put in 2 solid hours of calling CQ and doing it to it. So she did a really good job on the Lewis and Clark yesterday. I did a lot of CW for it. And, and actually last night after the event, from Apoda Park, of course, I actually did some FT8, and I actually worked World Whiskey Zero RLD.
Wow.
Pop up a World. I was like, what is this? What in the world?
Isn't that something?
That's a pretty cool call, though.
All right. So how many contacts do you think you've made in the Lewis and Clark stuff?
Not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough. West Virginia is in like the bottom of the list as far as contacts. But if you go look at the logs, 99.9% of them were turned in by me. And those are logs that I'm doing after I've activated all day long for myself. So
yeah,
I've did sideband, I've did CW, but I did a lot of FT8 for this event. So not enough, but people's getting caught. This year, I've not heard a lot of complaints about West Virginia, because West Virginia has been on hardcore every day.
That's right.
And I had one guy send me an email about maybe setting up a contact, and I said, sure. I sent him my phone number to text me, and then I'm sending him this email while I'm on, and then he works me. So.
Chris, I was just about to say that. Welcome to Gary Graham. who is a new ham in the chat, asking for some help there, buddy. I'm gonna drop a link to our Discord for you. A lot of knowledgeable people over here that can help you get situated and what HTs they use, any quirks they have with them, or maybe a mobile station or a base station or something else to help get your kit figured out there, buddy.
That's right. And the good thing about that Discord is it's not like some of the Facebook groups where you ask a question and you're just going to get criticized because, there's no dumb questions in our Discord. Now, somebody might tell you, hey, won't you put that over in the general group or something like that? But they won't shun your question for sure.
Now, if you scroll down a little bit and you see a channel called Terry's Mind Meld.
Yes, you might want to stay out of that one.
There might be some dumb questions in there. But other than that, man, you're safe.
And he actually says West Virginia is a state. So what part of West Virginia are you from?
Oh.
Because if you were a new ham and you're from West Virginia, we're definitely going to turn you on to POTA because West Virginia is actually the kingdom's capital for the POTA king. So
that's right. Be curious.
Mo says Jesu in a wire. Hey,
that's all you need.
Midwestern.
No, that was somebody else. That was Brent that said that.
Oh.
Yeah. If he says he's around Charleston, I'm going to lose it. Wheeling.
Oh, he's Wheeling. Okay. Oh, he's now in North Carolina. He's from Wheeling. Okay.
Gotcha. North Carolina is still a beautiful country, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
You around Lake Norman by chance up around that area? Or?
North Carolina was my home for quite a few years of my life, so it's near and dear to my heart for sure.
Then you got put into witness protection, and they moved you to West by God, Virginia.
Yeah, because ain't no mob coming after you in West by God.
That's right. The Minganese will protect you.
Benson, which I'm thinking is in the Raleigh-Durham area, if I'm not mistaken. Sounds around that area.
I don't know.
I was on Lake Norman, is where I was. Yeah, it does get hot there in the summer.
Yeah, around that area in North Carolina, there's plenty of POTA people for sure. You know, you will not go alone around that area.
Yeah. Actually, if Benson's where I'm thinking of, you're not too far from November Charlie 4 X-Ray Lima, who's really good POTA Elmer.
Okay, so he'd be on the eastern part of North Carolina. Okay.
Benson by Dunn, south of Raleigh. Yep, that's exactly where I thought it was. Yeah, that's out there by November Charlie 4 X-Ray Lima. So really good ham in that area, and he could help you out. He's in the Discord, so reach out to him, man.
Absolutely. Retired Army veteran. Awesome, buddy. Thank you for your service.
Oh.
Mo said he ordered a Z6 the 23rd of last month and hadn't received any information. All right, so a lot of people sell them. You haven't received any information from whom? We don't know who you bought it from.
You know, and since we're talking about orders and people not receiving them, you know, I hear a whole lot of complaints about people and the new Yazoo radio. And guys, they can't get them to you until they can get them in the country.
That's true.
They're slowly coming into the country. I noticed a supply of fields came in again, but I'm honestly not expecting no Optimas really to roll around till right close to July. So, you know, I get it. It sucks, but it's kind of like, it's not like this is a bad thing. You know, everybody's losing their mind fussing about Yazoo. Nobody dropped the hat when Elecraft's lead time was like 4 and 6 months.
That's true.
You know,
True,
I
true.
know all them Elecraft guys would drop their money and wait 4 or 6 months. So, you know, it happens, guys. You got to remember that.
Oh, that's right, Eric. I forgot you were running a digital thing today. Yeah, 8 hours in a camp chair will definitely rub you raw for sure.
Yeah, I don't think I'd like 4 hours in a camp chair.
8 hours.
8 hours.
8. Yeah. No current. Yeah.
That's why I'll go bust out a couple hundred contacts and I'll hit the road. Yesterday was an ordeal for me to sit in one park for that many hours. So
Did you start getting the shakes a little bit? Start getting itches?
It was kind of funny because, you know, I sat there and after I got done, you know, put other people on the radio and stuff, and I hung out and stuff. But then we had our club meeting there in the park. Well, it come time to do late shift. I said, I ain't doing late shift here. I left the park. I left the park to go activate.
You've been in here 4 hours. You must go now.
I left the park to go activate at another park. But I actually did 2 late shifts last night. So it's summertime. I can do that.
Yeah. 225 QSOs on 5 whiskey. Yeah, that'll do it.
That's killing it right there. Huh?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. You scare my wife. You've been in park 4 hours. You must go now. You've been pulled out too long.
Look, we're in the park and we have antennas running everywhere. We've got multiple canopies put up and this and the other. This is how cool Chief Logan Park is. And, you know, we watched Rangers drive up and down the road all day long, and not one time did any of them even remotely come over there and say, "What are y'all doing?" But you don't want to know why?
Because they know
that's the capital. They know what we're doing.
That's right.
It wasn't even questioned why there was a big, huge group of people with antennas running everywhere. Matter of fact, one ranger pulled in because we were close to one of the bathrooms. She pulled in, got out of her truck, and walked into the bathroom to do her cleaning. Walked back out and never even said a word except how y'all doing.
I mean, you would think the amount of trouble that some people have with parks and antennas, and I understand putting stuff in trees. If it's not allowed, don't do it. Or a spike in the ground at a battlefield or some kind of historic site, don't do it. I mean, don't go out and break the rules. But other people that are even not breaking the rules, they have weird or bad encounters with park staff sometimes. You would think the park staff would want people there using the park and promoting the park, because I would say an amateur radio person would probably be the least likely to leave something behind, like trash or something like that, as opposed to a family of 6 who uses the pavilion for a cookout.
Yeah, absolutely. You know? Like, we pulled into that spot and took over it. And here was the thing. Somebody evidently had been there earlier that morning and cooked a bunch of pancakes or something. And they just had pancakes scattered everywhere on the ground.
Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Kyle says it's great to get you and others in the vlog today.
Yeah.
And I heard he even gave you a nice friendly warning, Kyle.
I did.
I hope you heeded his warning.
I made sure he did not go where he wasn't supposed to go in that park.
I tried to hear you yesterday when you was on 7066. I was going to work you as Whiskey 8 Lima Oscar Golf, but I heard absolutely nothing from you when at that time. So
poor cat.
Yeah, the bands were horrible yesterday because Terry had told me the night before. He said, "I'm going to come up to Chief Logan and finish my kilo tomorrow." I was like, "Well, cool, because the club will be there all day, you know." And then he's like, "Yeah, I ain't coming out in these band conditions." Oh.
Yeah, we went out Saturday for a little bit, and it was rough. It was rough. We got activated, no problem. I made one CW contact with our buddy Ronnie, Kilo Oscar 4, Zulu Romeo X-ray, and that CW contact was actually, I was using an old chicken wire type fence that was in the park. So I just hooked a alligator clip up to the fence and called CQ, and he's the only one that came back to me. So bands were not very good.
Yeah, they were pretty poor, and you know, it got me thinking, because you know I wasn't spotted under my call or nothing, so I'm just spotted under Whiskey 8 Lima Oscar Golf. So I'm spotted under Whiskey 8 Lima Oscar Golf, and the bands are really bad. And you know, I got plenty of contacts, but not PZ and plenty of contacts. And I got to thinking, is this what it's like for normal people?
Yeah, right.
Is this how normal people do POTA?
Yeah, we got my toy ostrich and the other two that were with them parked at park, but it was rough. It was rough. It was bad.
It really was. It really was. It was a rough day. Like,
Sandy, what's going on? Long time no see.
I've been wondering where you've been, Sandy. Good to see you back.
Said you had some health and antenna issues. Well, hopefully both of them resolved, but hopefully the health issues are resolved well before the antenna issues. Good to see you back though.
Terry says he actually got 100 Hunter QSO yesterday. Terry, but did you? I think you only got 99.
Because B wasn't one of them?
No, because he is a dupe in Whiskey 8 Lima Oscar Golf Slog. Because he hunted me on sideband and he hunted Sherry on sideband.
I got 99 contacts and POTA ain't one. That's right.
Because I noticed that when I uploaded the POTA log, I was like, what's the dupe? Who's the dupe? And of course it's Kilo 8 Golf Quebec.
He would never, ever dupe you. Come on now. Has anybody in the chat ever heard of Terry Kilo 8 Golf Quebec duping people? That's no, I can't believe it ever.
No.
He duped us. That's how bad the bands were. We heard him fine. He must have been pushing like all 800 of them. I mean, we heard him good, and we put him in the log, and then like 4 minutes later,
now he's counting dupes. He says, "I think actually 110." Oh, you know, speaking of multiple contacts at one park, the other day when I was out goofing off and I was just going through like crazy bands and stuff, and Toby chased me around forever. I haven't said it on. I've congratulated her, but I need to say it online. Congratulations to Toby, who joined the 5,000 club.
Woo! Wow,
that is a very exclusive club. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She is the 6th person ever to hit 5,000 QSOs with me.
That's crazy. So, did she get a T-shirt?
No, but she gets a new coin, which is already in the mail to her.
Nice.
Yeah, she gets the gold one.
You should get one of those sun hats or something.
And speaking of that, you would have been next in line, which is still a way off, but you've been passed for your next in line spot.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout outs to her. Got a couple of new 1,000 coins too that I got to get to Terry so he can send out because.
Get your antenna back. Yeah, Sandy. All right. Well, I mean, your health, the most important thing. So I'm glad you're doing well there, but all the other stuff will fall in line as it may. She is definitely the queen of POTA. That's right, Brent. For sure.
It's funny. Toby's definitely a pro at it. I've been doing it a long time, but it's crazy because Toby weaned her teeth of learning to hunt when she started hunting me hardcore, and that's why a lot of people is not used to. Because Toby's like the perfect person in a pileup. You hear her call sign, you say Alpha Delta 2 Charlie Delta 59. She's like 5973, and she's gone.
Yep.
There's nothing. She's not going to slow you down the least little bit, and it's just awesome.
She knows how to get in and out. She knows how to work the activators because every activator is different. And that just comes from experience working them. And believe it or not, guys.
And listening.
and she listens. Believe it or not, she's barefoot, 100 watts. And she is loud.
Terry says she has the most 100 Qs on POTA, and Terry would know because that would be stats that he would be watching.
Yeah.
Nobody ever gets tired of my voice. Come on now.
No, that's great. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if she has the most contacts by far for 100. I'll stop trying to chase her. I said I give up.
Is that over all Qs, Terry, or for sideband, or what's that for? I'm curious.
Yeah, me too.
Not that I couldn't look, but
I'm gonna look. We'll see. Oh yeah, she'll work you on like every band you go to if she can hear you.
She followed me around the other day. Let's see, I did 40, 20, 15, 12, 10, and 6. She couldn't hear me on 6. Just all Qs. So that's total. That's every that counts sideband, digital, and CW. So
yeah, that's an impressive feat.
It's definitely doing the thing, man. She's been doing it for a while, and she knows what she's doing. That's for sure.
Yeah, she's first by a big margin, over 6,000.
And let me hurt some people's feelings real quick. She does it on a vertical.
Yeah. She's first by a big margin. I mean, just total QSOs. I'm 8th. I don't know if that counts for anything.
Well, if you look at the top 10, most of them are in my Discord.
That's true.
So there's something to be said there.
Yeah, buddy. Well, congratulations, Toby, for getting the top of that list.
Toby,
like 2 years ago.
Toby runs a butternut, Brent.
Yep. She does run a butternut. It's a really good antenna. But she also has like 74,000 pounds of copper radials in the ground, which might help.
I've been saying I'm going to put this Eagle one up for Sherry in the yard for a while. And that's the whole reason why I haven't put it up, because I don't want to make all these radials go on it. But I really plan on like just absolutely slamming it with radials when I'm done. So
I'm actually not. If I do a vertical, I'm not going to do wire radials. I'm going to get and I have it. I don't have a vertical to put it down with. I got that wire mesh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to bury wire mesh. I think it'll actually do a little better than a radial system, in a wire radial system. It'll be fun to see. That's right, Toby number 1.
It's good to celebrate people that bust their tail at doing things. People don't know the work that it takes to get numbers like that. It takes dedication and stuff like that. It's a lot of. I've heard stories of mesh getting noisy at the joint.
That's why you get stainless steel mesh. Yeah. The regular chicken wire, chicken fence, or whatever you call it, stuff can corrode, and as it rusts, it actually can create noise. From what I heard, I've never experienced it myself, but I would do it like a stainless steel mesh. That doesn't mean it's not ever gonna not corrode underground.
I'm just gonna buy a house on a stainless steel lot.
There you go. Just tie in. Hey, just tie into your foundation's rebar structure. If you have like any electricians in the chat, What do you call that ground that goes through your rebar structure? Is it a euphor ground? You can just tie into the euphor ground. I think it's euphor. I'm sure somebody will correct me. Well, that'd be pretty interesting to do. Yeah, there you go, euphor. I knew I wasn't crazy.
Chris, is he going to on the top of his talking?
There you go.
You know, here's the thing. I have seen an Eagle One on a metal roof, and I will tell you that guy's antenna could hear or get anything. So,
Yeah.
actually, the original Eagle One shop, he had about 4 or 5 Eagle Ones. I don't know why he had so many on his roof, but he had them, and they were all hooked up. So,
is Dom out right now? Is Dom activating right now? Because that would be something. I hope he does a late shift. I really, really do.
You know,
I was talking with him the other day, and yeah, he's on 7263 right now.
He's been talking about doing a late shift. So
7263. So my guess is he's going to try to do a late shift. Y'all go hunt him up. It's just shenanigans. We might just try to reach him, huh?
Go.
I
know if
turn all my stuff on.
If the storms stop, I know I'm going out after the stream and doing an early late, but I can't promise the storms. But I tell you, this week's schedule is going to be kind of weird because, you know, tonight will be, you know, early late if it's not storming. Tomorrow will be all day and probably late. But Tuesday is a travel day. I'll be out activating early, but I'll be traveling. She gets off about 4:30, so we'll be heading out about 4:30.
Let's have a little fun. Let's see if we can work Dom here.
That's always fun to do. Let's see what we got.
Might help if I unmute my radio.
Roger. Hey, it's unusual to see you out this late. You're going to do a late shift this evening.
He said if it stays busy, he'll do it.
Is that Dom? Because Joshua just changed to 717.
He's still on 7263.
Delta 4, Delta.
Hit my easy button one time.
Yes, sir. This is Alpha Foxtrot 1, Uniform Sierra, 59 Tennessee.
Tennessee's calling over 59, Robert.
Roger. Thanks for the activation.
He's got a good little pile up. I appreciate it. 5 and 9, buddy. I appreciate it, buddy. And say hello to the live stream. There you go, guys. Yeah, that is awesome. He said he loves y'all, and hopefully he'll do a late shift depending on if it stays busy. He'll stay out there. That's what he said. That is awesome. Gotta love us some Dom. A good ambassador for the hobby. Good ambassador for
Chris said he's in North Carolina and can't hear him.
Yeah,
and you know that's been happening a lot lately as local propagation's just been garbage because Terry's been having a lot of trouble getting me.
Yeah. So especially at night, because I notice when the sun goes down 40 it gets pretty long. So
yeah, he still normally gets me at night. He does have problems. He'll get me strong on the early and he's weak on the late shift. But yeah, it goes kind of long. But the more summer it gets, the less it'll be long too.
Yeah. And
then the closer to winter to get it, it starts going right back long.
Yeah, then we start getting into good 80 meter time.
Chris said PP man must be running QRO. He's running 110 watts probably. That's what he's been running.
Now he has to go bathe in hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
I hope because we were talking, me and Dom the other day, about working a late shift, and I said, man, you need to do it just to experience that lull before the storm, where everything is like, you know, kind of slow, like the last 5 minutes, and then 0 UTC rolls around, and all of a sudden you just get hammered. He goes, man,
we
that
get
sounds
Dom.
like fun.
We get Dom addicted to late shifts, and then he's gonna get a divorce.
Yeah.
His wife's gonna be like, no.
Then you're gonna have to be doing, you know, 3 times the amount of parks that you're doing now just to keep up with them.
I ain't keeping up with nobody. They want to pass me.
There you go. Do it for me. I do it for me, not for everybody else. Yep. There's my boo. Finally found his microphone the other day. I did hear his voice on the air.
I don't know what his question is. Do you?
You do you.
What?
Ronnie, we were just talking about you, buddy. Your ears must have been burning.
Everybody's saying, some people saying they can't hear him, somebody saying they can't. What frequency is he on?
He is on 7263.
7263. All right, you get to talk for a minute.
That's fine. Whiskey One Whiskey Charlie says he has his new Optima working. That is awesome. Mike Roberts, the PP man, said he got him 5'9". It also said, Mike, that you came through 5'9". Oh, he hears him loud there. I can hear him over here.
Kilo Echo 8 Papa Zulu November.
Did you get him one shot, one kill?
Kilo Echo 8 Papa Zulu November.
Did you call him?
Kilo Echo 8 Papa Zulu
Yeah,
November.
you got him.
5 and 8, Dom from the string. Roger, be good, Dom.
Good God. Mike said, all 5 balls of fire in the wire. That's right, buddy. No, you sounded good. You sounded great. Turd said you were loud, James.
I was loud.
Yeah. Yeah. You were loud on the stream, too. What do you have the volume at? Like 42?
I don't know. Maybe.
It was loud.
That was that guy coming through at the end.
Yeah.
He was real loud. Dom wasn't loud. But that guy, whoever it was, I tried to get it turned off real quick.
Yeah, fun stuff. I hope he sticks around for late shift so I can blow him up again.
Yeah. Now I gotta do my duty and go over here to QRZ and log him. Because I'm not going to be that person that's going to send him an email in 3 days saying, you're trying to confirm a QSO with me, but I don't have the info.
Mm-hmm. Steven wants to know, thank you for the $1.99 super chat, by the way, buddy. Do you use Zoleo for your satellite POTUS spots?
Do I use Zoleo? Yes, sir.
There you go.
That is what I use, and it works very good.
That's a 10-4, good buddy. He does.
What frequency was he just on? I done forgot.
7263.
Okay, good deal.
I sat here the day. for some reason I hit the 7 megahertz button on my radio and it went to upper sideband on 40 meters for some reason. I'm sitting there scrolling around spots and I can't hear a damn soul. And I'm like, man, I wonder what is going on. Everything sounds weird too. Atmospheric conditions or sun flares or something. And then it dawned on me I'm listening upper sideband instead of lower sideband.
You know, I don't care how long you do radio. You're going to do stupid stuff like that.
I know it, right?
Just the other day, I had been playing with the setting up memories and stuff in my radio. And matter of fact, if you pay attention, 15 minutes before the stream, a new TX1 video came out about recording and making and recording voice in CW memories, but I guess I forgot to turn my break-in back on, like I even put in the video, make sure and do. And I'm sitting there and I called CQ like 15 times, and I'm like, man, there's no way the bands are this bad. And I looked over and I was like, oh, I turned my break in on and hit CQ again and come back to like 20 people calling at once.
You know, if people would pay attention, it would be cool for you to be on like 7269 lower sideband. And I would activate at the same time 7269 upper sideband. We shouldn't really interfere with each other, I wouldn't think, because the carrier signal would be suppressed. But that would be interesting to know.
Yeah, but the problem is people wouldn't pay attention, and they'd be they'd hunt me, and then they'd try to hunt you on the same frequency, and I'd be like, hey dummy, you're not in the log.
Or they would say, do you have a second operator? It's like, no, he's in a different state.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Yeah, we should try that.
we need to do it one day where we do it just on the same frequency, different parts.
Yeah.
And when they work me, I'm like, all right, hold on for my second operator, different park.
That's great.
It'd be something though, because you would hear a lot of people that I wouldn't hear, and I'd hear a lot of people you wouldn't hear though. That'd be the real problem with that.
I would hear Terry.
You'd get annoyed with Terry because Terry's trying to get in my log, and I can't hear him.
I'm like, Terry, stop calling. I already got you.
Here you go. Terry says, I got a QSO card from Austria. Hold on. Let me, if I can...
That would be great, dude. Oh my God. Yeah. Stand by for my second op. Go ahead and go over to 20 meters.
He got a QSO card from Austria, but he's not in his log, and he worked a Canadian station at that particular time.
Hey, there you go.
Maybe that guy's Del fishing you. You know what? This is the funny thing. Speaking of the FT8 wonders of the world, you know, I've been doing a lot of FT8 for the Lewis and Clark event. Mm-hmm. And do you know when I turn in my logs, none of them have automatically doubled themselves?
Really?
I don't understand it at all. I thought when you did an FT8 log, when you turned it in, it automatically doubled it.
Well, well, you have to copy paste.
Oh,
yeah.
Is that how that works?
Yeah. That is right.
So Brian said he finally got his Optima. Is that what he said?
He did. And, you know, while I was thinking about that, somebody activated a park I needed in West Virginia yesterday, I think it was. And I missed it.
It wasn't me.
No, it wasn't. It was, let me look here in the super top secret channel, because I can't remember the name of the park it was off the top of my head. But if I see it, I don't know. Stumptown.
That would have been Lee. That would have been Lee. November 8, Lima Hotel.
No, November 8, Delta Kilo Hotel.
Okay. Wasn't Lee. I know Lee was out doing some not rare ones, but kind of away from him parks.
Yeah. I was like, dang, missed it. But I did get a new park in New Jersey to me today. Well, I'm down to needing 2 in Jersey now.
2 in Jersey. Nice.
Yeah. I think I need just, I don't know, 2, 3, or 4. And
unlucky for you, I've already got the state of Jersey, so I won't be hitting that on my trip up to Maine.
No. Did finally finish Georgia, though. That's good. Thank you to Chris, Alpha Echo 4 X-Ray Oscar for that.
Now, was there already an award for that to where you actually got an award?
Yeah. Yeah. I have resigned myself that I'm never going to work all of Florida because most people don't know what 40 meters is down there.
Well, not only that, but most of Florida, well, not most of Florida, there's a good portion of Florida that very rarely gets activated, and it's because you've got to have a boat to get it.
Yeah.
So.
That is true. There are 400 something parks down there too. So,
no, like 444 or something.
Yeah.
Something like that. It's a big number. It ain't no Pennsylvania number though.
Yeah, I think there should be a separate award for worked all game lands. To be honest, it's crazy.
It's crazy too because the name of their game lands is weird. It's just like PA Game Land 2477 or something.
Yep. But no, weather's been keeping us down from going out and been playing much radio here lately. Raining every day and thunderstorms.
Listen, I don't want to hear it. Rain here in West Virginia is like Forrest Gump. One day it just started raining, and it just kept raining and raining and raining.
The rain.
The rain. I don't hear it now. Let's look at the lightning app. See if there's any lightning in the area.
Oh, that means you're going to go do a late shift.
An early late shift, hopefully.
Yeah.
It looks like, let's see. Let me zoom out of it, but make sure. There's rain, but it looks like the lightning may be past me. We may be good for an early late tonight.
Charlie said he needed 19 to finish Florida. That's awesome.
Well, now I know Toby got Florida.
Yeah,
because I helped her finish it, and I know I got like these weird, crazy bug bites for helping her because I was hiking through swamps and stuff to go into parks that you were supposed to take a boat to.
No, it's not nice and sunny. All right, so Jason says it rains here every day, 45 minutes to an hour and a half. And then it's nice and sunny again. What happens here? I'm in South Georgia, pretty much North Florida, however you want to say it. It rains for 20, 30 minutes, but it's just enough to get that blacktop hot. And then it stops raining, the sun comes back out, and the steam comes up, and it makes everything 4 times more miserable than what it was before it started to rain. So that's how it works here.
Well, how it works here is it rains for 23 hours and 45 minutes. And then it floods. And then the waters go down from the flood. And the high winds come through and knock over trees to where you can't get nowhere.
Yeah.
Then it rains for 23 hours and 45 minutes. I'm not kidding. Like ever since I've been back from Florida this year, when I got back in March, and this is June, I bet you it's not. There's probably been 15 days that it hasn't rained, and those 15 days there was something else going on, flooding, or I mean, it's been just a stupid year here. But I mean, I activate in the rain. It's not a big deal. Rain don't bother me. It's just the lightning.
Terry said he got 3 inches last night.
Well, dream bigger, Terry.
Yeah, all provinces in Canada. That's a good one because some of those are pretty rough to get.
I'd say some of them are rough to get, man. Because there's some of them that's you got to do some serious driving. And
hey, Dom is in the chat. Hello. We worked you on the live stream here, buddy. Hopefully you'll be out for a late shift if it stays busy enough. Because we want to work you again. A lot of people tried, but they couldn't hear you. The people that are closer to you, because 40 runs kind of long, gets longer and longer as the night goes on. But yeah, man, good to work you when the for a little bit of Parks in the Dark there, buddy.
Yeah, I hope the 40 hasn't already went long this early, because I normally get through my early shift for the early late before it goes long.
Yeah, you're probably right. It starts going long around 8:30, somewhere around there. Oh, he went QRT. Okay. Well, hopefully you had fun. It's the name of the game.
Brian says it hasn't went long yet, so good.
Yeah, be a good amount of people out there to hunt on a Sunday night. It's going to be interesting when you get to your new domicile there, Eric, about learning the propagation habits of that area of the world.
Has he said where he's going yet?
He has.
Okay, I don't remember him saying it.
It'll be interesting to learn that propagation in that part of the world.
Well, I tell you, 40 meters don't never go long enough in the evening, because I don't never get all these Japan stations on 40 meters. It's just flood the 40 meter band. I look at the spots and I'm like, I'm gonna go be the only American on 40 meters.
Man, he says portable ops are limited to 10 watts there where he's going. That's no bueno. Man, I'll still try to work you though. I listen.
Hey Dom, we appreciate you, man. Be safe driving. $10 watt, man. 10 watts, no problem. I'll get you on 80 meters at 3:30 in the morning, buddy.
Oh man, Eddie, I thought you were going to North Korea to get Kikos. Do a little North Korean de-expedition.
Eddie's going to South Korea.
Oh, I hear it's more exciting in North Korea. You got to bob and weave a little more.
He said my 80 meter shipping containers in a shipping container.
Man, moving sucks too, dude. It's like every time you move, you realize you have more crap than the last time you moved.
And you still take it.
And you still take it with you, and then you just accumulate more crap.
You're like, what am I going to do with all this junk? I don't need none of this. Load it in storage and take it there. That way, when you move again, you can realize you have even more of it.
Yeah, then you put more stuff in storage, and before long, you don't have any room left in storage. So now you got to get a second storage. My God, help me out.
Brian said he had 2 Japan stations hunt him on CW 2 days ago.
Nice. Good deal. Nice. I've not had a Japan station hunt me as an activator yet. So
are the Japan stations on CW? Are they like some of the other European stations, and they come in like 72 words a minute and will not slow down?
Yeah.
And it'll be even. What's more annoying is either you'll get a DX station that'll come through just blistering, and you literally can't understand. But they're loud for some reason, and they walk out of. Or you'll have somebody coming in at 7 words a minute going da de da, and blistering over top of everybody. And I'm like, come on, y'all. I got to hear the stations that know how to send letters.
Yeah. Or they'll come in like 50 words a minute running a bug. 7N1 FRE. Holy crap. Yeah, that would throw my brain for a loop if I heard that on CW.
Yeah. It's funny because I was talking to Steven about this the other day. I mean, I'm embarrassed to say it, but I don't know none of the special characters besides question mark. Don't know any of them because I don't use none of them.
You don't use them, yeah.
Well, I don't need them for nothing. And that's like the other day I had somebody come in and he was sending Whiskey 8 and he was sending the slash. I knew he was sending the slash because I understood what he was doing because I knew it wasn't a letter or a number. So I knew he was like Whiskey 8 / Yankee Oscar. I don't remember, but so when I sent it back, I sent Whiskey 8 Yankee. I didn't even bother with the slash, but Yankee, and I sent his call right back to him, and he answered without the slash.
Yeah,
but it's funny because Yankee Oscar 6 something. Yes, him, but I don't use them. I probably should go learn them. And Steven said, I don't either. And Steven was looking them up, and he's like, well, it's kind of like you're sending letters 2 or 3 times a piece and that's like I'm like, man, that sounds like a Farnsworth nightmare.
Well, the slash should be pretty easy to learn because if you listen to enough like 2-meter repeater IDs in CW, most of them end in /R, right?
Brian says, I think I just use slash, period, and sometimes comma. What do you use a period and a comma for in CW? Is there a grammar teacher going to be out there or something?
The CW grammar Nazi.
I can see me now not putting a comma in my sentence and somebody coming back like, that is not proper grammar.
Oh, that would be great. Yep, dot it. That's what it is. Yep.
Yeah.
It's a slash.
I mean, I've heard it plenty, and that's why I knew it's what it was, but I don't know it good enough to send it back in the heat of a pileup. So I just sent Whiskey 8, Yankee Oscar 6, whatever the rest of his call was.
I mean, he still knew you were talking to him, so
Okay, Brian says mostly for people that hunt me and sometimes CW nets. Well, I don't check into CW nets for one, but even if they hunt me, why are they using a period or a comma to hunt a POTA station? That's my question.
They want to let you know they're operating.
I get it. I should know the slash. Matter of fact, I'll tell you what. I'll know the slash this week. I'll learn the slash for you guys. But why do I need the period and the comma?
Because they want to let you know their operating conditions.
Okay.
But you know what kind of radio they're using? And
I'm not going to listen to their operating conditions either.
Yeah. Maybe they just want to thank you for being out there at the park and putting on an activation.
Okay. Say thank you for being out in the park and doing an activation. I don't need a period or comma for that.
He says he thinks his hunters are more conversational.
Okay. Even if they're conversational. Next time I hunt you, I'm going to send you a conversation, and I'm not going to use a period or a comma.
I wonder if you do that to Bill Brown, if he's immediately thinking, holy run-on sentence, Batman. I wish this guy would use some punctuation.
I wonder how many characters you can program into your radio.
Oh.
I'll literally do a paragraph with proper commas, periods, everything.
Then your phone will ring and say, hey, somebody's using your call sign.
It's ended up to be like 40 words a minute.
Oh, okay, yeah. The problem is he's going to send you something back at 40 words a minute, and you're going to be like, huh?
All right, Brian says, WX is 90 Fahrenheit, comma, rig. Why do you need the comma? Why can't you just put 90 Fahrenheit, rig is FTX1, etc.? Why do you got to put? I'm from West Virginia. We don't even use commas and periods when we're writing down stuff, man.
Right? Yeah, it's just all one big sentence.
Yeah. I wrote a 17 chapter book and never used a period or a comma.
We don't use proper grammar around these parts.
Listen, my hunters can't use proper CW, let alone grammar. It drives me crazy when I'll hit X-ray Papa ? And you get Charlie Whiskey coming back to you.
Yeah.
You know, it's just crazy. Look, Dan, I've rambled for the last whole half of this stream.
Hey, it was a good stream, that's for sure. Eddie says Eddie says he feels good because he's finally hearing his own name. That's true.
Now I hear my name a lot. That's fine. You can send stuff to me. I may get it. I may get it. I may not. Most of the time, even if I'm not paying attention, so everybody knows that I do CW different than everybody else. Dan says Whiskey Delta 4 Delta Alpha November. I send Whiskey Delta 4 Delta Alpha November, and then I go log it. Now, as I'm logging, he's sending back his signal report. And if he starts sending anything weird, chances are I'm not going to even bother with it. I'll hear him send wolf because I hear that as a word, just subconsciously. But if he sent back, I ate peanut butter this morning, what did you send back? I'm going to come back and break 73.
Yeah.
Dit, you know,
Yeah.
or break wolf, dit, you know.
I'm not going to be using any commas or periods, but I will start using parentheses for you, Brian.
But here's the thing, you know, I do. If I hear somebody sending something, I will try, but most of the time I don't pay attention. But if you send park to park, I hear that subconsciously most of the time. And you know, honestly, if you send park to park, unless you're in two parks, you don't have to send your numbers to me even. You know, if you're in two parks, I don't care. You don't even have to send your numbers in. Just put two parks even, and I'll figure that out for you.
Yeah.
That way, I'll just log you twice and figure it out. But anyway, Dan, what you got coming up?
Man, 4-letter word work next week. Hopefully, everybody's had a great weekend, even though the bands have been crappy. And thanks for joining us. Shenanigans here on episode 125, I believe it was. And have a great week next week, and hopefully the bands will get better.
Good deal. All right. I think myself, I'm going to go play out in the rain and do an early late shift. And I've been dropping videos left and right. So hit the notification bell, guys. That's something you should do because they come out all the time anymore. Thanks, everybody, for the super chats and everything. And we'll catch you on the air shortly. 73, everybody.
See you.